All right, today's read aloud is from Olive. Olive, this is your first read aloud since you've turned 9, right?
Yeah.
It's called Dragon Was Terrible by Kelly DiPucchio. Pictures by Greg Pizzoli.
Oh.
And where did we get this book, Olive?
Was it the Pizzoli Library?
The Pizzoli Library, right?
Dragon was terrible.
Nice and loud, okay?
Dragon was terrible. Naturally, dragons have a bit of terrible in them because they are dragons after all. But this dragon here, super terrible. He stomped on flowers, he played tricks on the guards, and he spit on cupcakes. Who does that? Dragon, that's who. That's not all. He scribbled in books, he threw sand, and took candy from baby unicorns. Honestly, that's terrible. The king had enough, he said, and he posted this sign. Brave knights, whoever shall tame the terrible dragon shall be awarded with a gift. It shall be a nice gift. Ye shall like it, his royal majesty, the king. Dragon was here.
He graffitied it.
Knights lined up to show off their dragon taming skills. They all failed miserably, and Dragon just grew more terrible. He chased fuzzy yellow ducklings around the moat and TP'd the castle and burned every last royal marshmallow up to blackened crisp. The villagers had enough. Had enough. They said.
So remember, when it's exclamation point, you have to yell it a bit, right? Enough! Like that. Try it again.
The villagers had enough, they said. Okay, this page?
That page.
And they posted this sign. Brave people, whoever shall tame the terrible dragon shall be rewarded with a gift from the king. It shall be a nice gift, we hope. Ye shall like it. Perhaps. His royal majesty, the king. Dragon was here again. Ordinarily, Blokes and lassies lined up to try their hand in taming the dragon. They all failed embarrassingly. So just when you thought it wasn't possible, Dragon grew even more terrible. He popped birthday balloons, he drew funny faces on the drawbridge, and he burped in church loudly. Honest, that's terrible and rude. A boy wearing a feather cap and a look of determination had enough. Only he didn't say enough like you thought he would. Instead, he sketched a story. The next day, Dragon followed the trail of marshmallows to the shady tree where the boy was reading. The boy The boy spit the dragon out of the corner of his eye and begged to read aloud in his booming voice. And then the brave dragon swooped in to save the princess. The dragon stopped in his tracks. But the terrible knight pulled out his wicked sword. The dragon pretended not to listen. The brave dragon roared and the friendly cat knight,
Fraidy cat.
fraidy cat knight, trembled in his boots. Dragon pretended to walk away. The crowd began to gather. The dragon took cover in a tree. The boy continued reading page after page after page until crash. The dragon landed on the ground with a terrible thud. The crowd gasped. The dragon roared. The clever boy didn't flinch. He reached out a hand to the dragon and said, "Would you like to hear how the story ends?" Just as he thought it was impossible, the dragon smiled. He took a seat beneath the tree and with the other children. Honestly, that's adorable. The king cheered, the villagers cheered, the baby unicorn and the fuzzy ducklings cheered the loudest of all. At long last, the terrible dragon had been tamed. The end. Hey, wait, what about the reward? Oh yes, that gift was a new friend, a nice dragon, of course. The end.
Good job, Olive.